Do, 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 do. Okay, Restream. ChatGPT don't know it all. Dumplings can be profitable, depends on execution, location, demand. Dumplings are really cheap to make. Flour, veg. Like, I really like dumplings. I just don't know whether starting my own dumplings brand would be profitable. I'm getting hungry from just thinking about it. Let's see. Making dumplings is labor intensive, especially if handmade. If you make them yourself, profit is higher, but growth is limited. But I don't want to make them myself, though. But what if I don't want to make it myself? I want it machine made. Making it yourself is a lot of effort. Semi-automated. There are machines that can make 1,000 to 3,000 dumplings per hour. But a commercial dumpling machine can cost $3,000 to $20,000. My mom, I've always ate them with ketchup because my mom's always giving me ketchup, right? And this is a manufactured one. She also makes them. But these are very good also. It's a manufactured one. Hello. But I don't know how much they sell for. Probably £5. I don't know. I think it's very tasty. I taste soy sauce, probably mushrooms, mincemeat. I don't know if it's pork or something else. Open it to see. I can't see. They probably have some chives or spring onions or something. It is very good. I give it an 8 out of 10. But there's definitely better dumplings than this, I'm sure. I think in the restaurants, the restaurants is warm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think food is the best business, to be honest, but I'm curious. Low overhead, popular on Uber Eats, Deliveroo. Competition, lots of Asian takeaway options. You need a unique selling point. Because I do think restaurant or food would be. Isn't restaurant food a red ocean? Extremely competitive, but it's not. It's not winner take all. Food, because like the Haiti that I served the other day, they're getting loads of customers. There's bubble tea. To be honest, I'd be more passionate about dumplings than bubble tea. To be honest, I just like dumplings. Maybe I can become the KFC guy for dumplings. Like I feel like Kentucky, well, not Kentucky Fried Chicken, but like manufactured dumplings. There has to be like some brand like this. Yeah, I feel like it's a high competition area. Red ocean, very high. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be the top 10% of dumpling makers. I'll try making them myself. I think it's too much effort to try to make it myself, though. I've tried following YouTube tutorial. You can follow Chinese people's YouTube tutorial on it. Just the effort to obviously make it. This is how brands are started, right? They're started by one person, like the gym shop guy, and friends making money. Then I think not that I've made anything like that, but still. You want something to exist. To be honest, this is already like, in my opinion, an 8 out of 10 product. I'm sure there's better tasting dumplings out there in the world than what I can make. There's also a lot of things like Burger King that exist that I don't think taste extremely good. Why is there no Chinese restaurant? My dad's not very. When I asked him to do entrepreneurs, I told him to start a consulting business for people who want to open takeaways. He's not very open-minded. He'll be like, "Oh, no one wants that." That's what he said. But he didn't try it. He didn't know if people wanted it. ChatGPT said he can start a consulting business. People who want to start a Chinese takeaway, but it's not very open. Because I'm probably better off looking online. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if people want that or not. Actually, I think it could work. The Alex Emoji guy I listened to, he started something called Gym Launch, which helps gym people launch the gym business. Alex Emoji, I'm not really a fan yet. I don't know if it's legit, but he started a gym launch business. I think it's like to help people grow the gyms, and he made like 46 million or something off that. Which I think is insane because I researching this story. He had two failed gym brands. Uh, he had two failed gym brands. Um, no, because I don't know why that. Okay, Chinese food is clearly a very popular thing, even in the UK and across the US. I don't know why there's no KFC of Chinese food. Not that we need that. There's something called wasabi in London, but I didn't think that food was that good. To be honest, KFC, I think I give KFC a 7, maybe 6. I know it depends on the day. KFC, the main problem I have with KFC is that it's not necessarily healthy. It does taste good though. I think Chinese food tastes better, and I think it's also healthy. Like if you go get, I don't know, Chinese hot pot, I'd say it's extremely healthy. I know. Let me ask you, is Chinese food, let's say, hot pot, more healthier than KFC? Yeah, I do think a hot pot Chinese food. I don't know if you tried it. I think it tastes. I think hot pot 8 or 9 out of 10. KFC, I give it 7 or 6. KFC does taste good. And I think the main problem is that it's not necessarily healthy. Uh, but there's some Chinese restaurants food I've tried. We've not tried every Chinese food. Uh, I don't know. I think it's also probably because it's not a lot of good Chinese food. I think is probably in China because that's where all the Chinese people are. There are loads of Chinese restaurants in London, like loads. They must be somewhat profitable, but some do close down. Let me like wait. W5 or there's all you can eat buffets. To be honest, I've never tried food in China and food in London. To be honest, it's not significantly better in China, but the food does taste better. The problem for me was my gut wasn't used to bacteria in China, so I would get diarrhea, um, traveler's diarrhea. But just the availability of Chinese food was a lot more just everywhere. You can get Chinese food literally down the shop. Like, whereas in UK, obviously, down the store you have a convenience store, right? Like if I go down the shop, there's Chinese takeaway, but that's not really the same. I'm talking about down the street you have this like, because if you go down the street here, you probably get a coffee shop, I don't know, a convenience store, a post office, maybe a Chinese takeaway, but that's not really what I'm talking about. You know, you just walk down and see this Chinese kind of a breakfast place with like little stools where people sit, and then they serve you dim sum. I think it's different, and in China, obviously, they have random restaurants everywhere. It, a lot of the food is cheaper though. Um, it, hmm, it did taste good. The problem is my gut wasn't used to it. Um, but Hong Kong was okay. Hong Kong, I didn't really get as much diarrhea. I think it's just different bacteria, maybe hiding standards too. I've not been for like 9 years now. Um, hmm. But yeah, I guess in terms of food, to be honest, I'm not really concerned about food. I'm more concerned about probably like socializing, socials and dating. Obviously, because I'm a single dude, I'm more concerned about the dating arena more than the food. Um, I wouldn't say like because women on the gym. I didn't realize that women have a higher natural fat than men anyway. So a lot of Chinese women though would still be concerned about getting fat. Um, obviously, they still need to exercise, but in terms of like, um, yeah, it's better than eating McDonald's. 'Cause Chinese food is tasty, but it also I guess isn't good for you. Uh, I like it occasionally. I'm not really a huge fan of McDonald's. I watched what's it called Brian Johnson video, the guy who wants to live forever. Said it's basically bad for Olympic food. But yeah, I think asking my parents probably isn't the best idea because I don't think they've ever thought about creating the biggest Chinese brand in the world. They've always just wanted to get by. Um, hot pot. But starting a hot pot shop, my main problem with starting a hot pot shop is that there's a lot of hot pot shops. There's definitely hot pot shops in Manchester already. I just don't think the typical British person really understands what it is. Right? You almost have to get introduced to it, and I feel like even Haiti has a lot of Chinese people inside. Um, 我已经打了. Even Haiti has. I'm looking at the customers. 50% are Chinese. Actually, more than 50%. I think my parents are just trying to get by. They're not trying to build the biggest Chinese brand in the world. I don't think if I ask them, it's really the best idea. No, let's go. I've streamed on fucking Twitch and YouTube before, but barely get any views. So if I wanted to build my own已经吃了。Albans, London. London. 这什么？你买的 Greg？Bubble tea. Bubble tea is clearly very profitable though. I don't really care about bubble tea. I don't drink bubble tea. Um, or I don't know how to make Korean thing. Obviously, I think Chinese. I don't buy from Chinese takeaway. Actually, no. The only time I did buy when I was doing. Come on, Chinese takeaway is more like Greg's. When we have all these random pastries in it, that like the chicken balls. Chinese people do not eat chicken balls or curry triangles. But there's obviously a lot of stuff on there that's very specific to, I guess, what British people want to eat. Um, I wonder if they just experimented and figured out that's because obviously it's a shop. They just have to sell what makes money, I guess. Hmm. Let me see if I can find how to start a food brand. Yeah, because I don't want to use my hands. How to start your own food product business. Oh, this is actually kind of spicy. I don't know what this is. It kind of tastes like Mexican, something Mexican or whatever. It's like tomato with spice and chicken inside. It's from Greg's, apparently.
可是吃完没有打完，全部放进去。我那个水饺，我明天
Yes. Hello, hello, what's up, Faye? Jesus loves you too. JK. Oh. No. Uh, More calming you would think. So hello, what's up? Charlotte. I didn't see the chat. I didn't read the chat. Oh, the flower boy. Hmm. Am I a doctor? No. Are you a doctor? No. Yeah. Where are you from? I'm Chinese. I grew up in the UK. I'm in Manchester. No. I used to live well, I used to live in London. It's just expensive to live there. Otherwise, I would live there. Um, I do think London's more busy than Manchester. More busy. It's yeah, expensive for food amount. I gotta make another piece of content. Hello, hello. Read that. I make a video. And then make a video. Make a video. It's so fucking itchy, man. So much fucking itchy. So freaking itchy, my skin. How do we zoom out? Zoom out of this shit. Okay. Zoom out of this shit. Zoom out of this shit, man. That skin's way too itchy. Da, 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 da. Okay. Now, this last event was like this. We're gonna be testing recording from this angle. Hello, 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 hello. Oh my dash. Let's find it. I felt it was annoying, but I feel like it's not something that a lot of. Oh shit. Oh my god. Maybe if we can. Marriage because I'm a Londoner. Who is this shit, Shit. I wonderful life. Where the hell is the sound pen?
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, everybody. Shit. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Okay, I will then be testing the vibe. I'm gonna read. Hello, hello. Make a video. Let's see, I'm gonna make a exam video. Examination video, man. Examination video. Examination video. It's about how to pass exams. I don't know if this is actually where I can bring value. No, I can barely see without glasses. I can see, but I can see less than I can normally see. So whilst I can see, it could be better. I can see, but then I cannot see as well as I normally see. Glasses. I don't know if glasses will make much difference in terms of like views. I don't think it makes much difference. Stop studying harder, and your grades will skyrocket. Okay. Testing. Let's make some. Stop studying harder, and your grades will skyrocket. Do you want straight A's, but you're struggling to study because you're losing concentration, you're procrastinating, and you're watching this video instead of studying? Okay. Are you trying everything you can to get the best grades you want? Are you trying everything you can to get the best grades possible, but you're still struggling because, I don't know, you just think your teachers suck, or you're just not getting the concept right, you don't really understand it, you don't know what the best way is. I'm gonna need my glasses. You don't know what the best way is to study. Let me turn this down. I feel my eyes are kind of sore. His eyes are sore as shit, man. Turn this down. What points and topics can I cover here? Okay. So, do you have Asian parents? You might not have Asian parents, but Asian parents are partially why I got extremely good grades. So at the time I was 17, I was looking at the top universities in the UK. I was like, oh, I want to go to this one because, you know, it was the top university. And then my dad was like, oh, well, if you go to these universities, you'll instantly become successful in life, right? Which is not true. But you can still try to get good grades because I think as someone who understands the other side of this, I think there's still value in getting into a brand university like, I don't know, Cambridge, Oxford, or LSE, but it's not going to solve all your problems. But if you want to go to these specific universities or you just want to get good grades in general, you know, to make your parents proud or whatever, like there are ways to do that. Because I was probably just an A student in maths. I probably really go A stars anyway. But like it's more like a generic A student if I didn't study hard. But because I don't know, I lived in a particular area in the UK called Blackburn, it was really boring. I was just bored. I really was bored. So studying was my way of trying to get out that city. So I think for certain careers, like maybe a lawyer or doctor, or you want to get into investment banking or consulting, you're just interested in that. Like they do require you to get potentially to a brand school, but you don't. It's not the end of the world if you never get into it. It's just that if you have this ability to get good grades, you might as well just get them. So I think the school system tends to train you into like becoming like it's called like, okay, it's gonna end up sounding like an entrepreneur video if I start talking about, you know, how the school system trains you to be a factory worker, but that's basically what it does. But I would say, yeah, there's still value in getting good grades if you can do it. Like a lot of it is based on memorizing, and I don't know if there's an easy way to pass off that ability. So there's a lot of graphs, like especially in stuff like maths or economics, that requires you to memorize these graphs and draw out in the exam. And I tutored someone recently last year. It's pretty much the same questions that I got 10 years ago. So I studied my A levels probably in 2012, 2014. We're talking about 13 years ago. And I got over 90% in a lot of subjects, including economics, including chemistry, including maths, further maths. Some modules I got, you know, pretty much 100, but it was 100 because of the way it scaled across the UK. Like, it's not like I actually got the full mark, 75. I might have got 69, but I would have still gotten 100 off it. But anyway, in terms of like providing value, because some people are like, oh, you're just bragging about your scores, test scores. Okay, that's my ability to get good grades. But if I didn't study, probably would have just got B's and A's. Actually, now I'm older, I actually understand why there are students that just don't want to study, because studying is not really that interesting in a way. This is recording. Studying's not extremely fun or interesting. Like, I'm doing this gym coursework, and I'm not really that, like, it's asking them to memorize all the veins of every tube, whatever. Like, I don't feel like as a personal trainer you need to know every muscle name to be a personal trainer. Like, but that's what I mean. I feel I guess the recent content I've watched is like, oh, school trains you for the industrial age to become a factory worker. So that's why a lot of these jobs, even if you're like a consultant or banker, which you could potentially make a lot of money in, over 100K a year. I've met people who have done that. They've gone through the career track, they became a partner, and they're like millionaires from working the corporate life. I guess they just bought loads of properties. But anyway, this is like I'm going off topic, but I think how do you get actually great straight A's? I don't know. It's partially genetics. I think I want to try to pass off that ability to obviously someone that wants to get good grades. But I think it's just like practice. It's possible that you might just not be really good at maths, and no matter how many times you practice maths, you just don't like it. Maybe you just don't enjoy it. Then do a different subject. You don't have to. I don't think you have to do maths because in terms of actual practicality in real life, maths is not extremely useful. It does get into certain subjects like economics has a lot of maths, or if you do engineering, if you're doing computer science, maths is really useful. But if you just want to be a lawyer, you probably don't need maths. But if you're good at maths, then do maths, right? So I liked maths. I was good at it. If you don't like doing maths, obviously don't you don't have to take a maths A level. So I liked it enough that I did further maths too. But yeah, like and I would have told myself, yeah, just I think I asked someone on the open day, like if it's worth further maths worth searching. I did a Google research and realized, oh, getting into if you have further maths, it's more easier to get into like I think places like Cambridge and LSE. LSE definitely has a lot of maths module stuff. So yeah. So let's see. So loads of past paper practice. If you do loads of past paper practice, it's gonna help. Right? Like it's like anything. There's gonna be kids that are just naturally good at it. Doesn't mean that actually, to be honest, even if they might be smarter than you in this, in terms of actual what I didn't know when I was 17 is that I was also obsessed on getting the best grades because I thought, oh yeah, if I get really good grades, then I'm gonna be an instant success, right? But this is not how life works. If you get grades, you can get into good school, which brand schools are technically more valuable in a way because some like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, they might actually recruit from the top universities because they just want talent, right? I think the way these companies work is they would just want the smartest people, most talented people to come work for them because I don't know, like it increases the odds of the company's success. If you can sell the company in a way that recruits talent, and they just want smart people to go work for them, and I think they offer these attractive packages. Because I personally tried corporate life, I didn't find it really that interesting. Maybe I'll do it again, but I was not really inspired by sitting in office. But some people like that. Some people, I met a guy the other day. He was so buzzed about working for JP Morgan. Like I've never worked for JP Morgan. It doesn't really excite me. So I think some people might be a better fit for those kind of careers. So yeah, like you don't need to do all-nighters. I never did all-nighters. I don't know how much of it is genetic though, because I think as much as I want to pass off my ability to take exams to someone, I think it's just practice, right? Like maybe just like no matter how much you play basketball, there's like maybe a cap to how good at it. But if you're trying hard in terms of taking exams, memorizing, trying your best, like it's better than I guess not trying, but then yeah, I guess it opens doors because like 90% of the labor force is employed in some sort of job. So if you can get better grades, it could lead you to potentially better jobs. I think a lot of Asian parents preach, maybe like become a dentist, a lawyer, or banker, or like doctor is used a lot, and they tend to require good grades. But I'm not sure if an NHS doctor is really like the most interesting or fulfilling career. Maybe if you're generally interested in that, you should do that. So So I would, if I had to give my advice to the 17-year-olds, I say get the best grades possible, but don't. I think, yeah, still get the best grades possible. Don't think that just going into a certain school, like a lot of it would be more life advice I would give to myself than trying to get the best grades possible. But I think if you can get good grades, it's potentially the right path for you. I mean, if you can do it, then do it. But for those that I guess, I don't know, just struggling because they think they have bad teachers, you could try. I would probably suggest using ChatGPT. Like ChatGPT can give you specific questions and you can ask it anything. It's not 100% correct, but we obviously have AI tools. I also offer tutoring services. So if you need tutoring, or if you want to be a tutor, DM me because maybe I can. If you want to be a tutor, DM me because I probably try to market to more people and get clients. Anyway, so there's like a game to exams, right? It's just I think the reason why I got good grades is because I tried to get good grades, and obviously I had the Asian parents that emphasized on how important it was to get good grades. I think if I didn't have Asian parents that emphasized on how to get good grades, let's say I was adopted, I probably would have just got B's and A's. I was that kid that probably would have just got B's and A's, but because I tried to study hard, I got A stars. So there's a strategy. One other suggestion is just to look around in class. Who's getting the A stars? Like, do you have anyone in your class that's consistently getting above 90%? Talk to them, ask them how they're doing it, ask them how they think. What are they doing? Like, so I had some example. I tried to hang out with the kids that got above 90%, and it actually did help me because it just, well, firstly, it just showed it was possible. Secondly, I was trying hard, but I was not getting 90%. I was getting like 83 in my chemistry exam. So looking at this girl, she's got 97 in her. Eventually, yeah, towards the end of the second year, I am getting like 99s or whatever. Yeah, it's basically doable. I think probably seeing someone that can do it and asking them for tips on how they're doing it is one thing. In terms of memorizing, I don't know, maybe you want to. One thing I did to memorize things would I get a blank piece of paper, I'd write on it, and then I try to memorize the graphs by drawing it out on the blank piece of paper. I flip it over, draw a different graph. Like you could try getting a blank piece of paper and trying to draw it out completely. I think memorization is completely. It's not useless, but I think partially a lot of these schools are, I guess, based on the industrial age, or like they need just a lot of factory workers. And obviously we have the internet and ChatGPT on our phones at all times, so you don't necessarily need to memorize, but a lot of, including like banking assessments or like interviews, they have all these rules and things and regulations, and they want you to do that. That I don't think is really necessary. But anyway, I was good at memorizing, so I was good at history and with religious education and all these. I can memorize terms. I can't remember every term I memorized back then, but I can remember it within a year or a couple months. Let's see what else. And there's like completely like structures, like different kind of exams, different subjects require different skills. So if you're doing economics, there's like what is it, like intro, analysis, evaluation, conclusion. If you're doing like maths, I don't know how much natural aptitude. I do think natural aptitude is partially a factor, but I think you can get better at it. But if you try really hard and you're still struggling, it's okay if you're not good at maths. Get better at something else. It's not really fundamental to like a job. Like me being extremely good at maths gave me no particular advantage in a consulting job. Like they don't care. But it helps in academia to get into these universities. See, some people like mind maps. I never use mind maps or whatever, like flashcards. So I think you could try different things. Obviously, with AI, you can answer specific questions, which are very useful. Never had AI back in the day. And that's obviously useful for interview practice or like writing cover letters and stuff like that. The marking scheme is quite important. So you'd have to deeply understand the marking scheme. When I say deeply, I mean, so when I was studying, I probably did 12 or 13 or 14 or 15, 16, and potentially 20 past papers. And once you've done 20 past papers, you get a sense of how the exam, you time yourself based on the exam conditions. Yeah, to be honest, I think I worked pretty hard when I was 17 to 18. When working hard, I studied pretty hard. But in terms of like actual financial benefits, like it's not like a level up within a game. So you're playing RuneScape and you're leveling up to level 99, and yeah, you're not leveling up by getting good grades, but it does open particular doors in going to certain universities, and within that university you get experiences, right? So I enjoyed going to London School of Economics, but it wasn't really the best place if you want to do a company, if you want to do a startup, if you want to be a content creator. It's probably not the best place, but it's still worth going, and you have experiences. I think being a student is just so easy compared to being a job, because being a job is, you can have fun jobs. I have not tried enough jobs to find them fun, but like I think being a student was just so easy because you just wake up when you want. You could choose to attend class, you could choose to attend lectures, but jobs are not like that. Jobs are more like, oh, you have to be here by 9 a.m. Or your manager has a talk with you. You have to attend these meetings. You have to like attend, potentially do this presentation or whatever. And it's not really like school. It's not really, I didn't like it. Some people might like it. But anyway, yeah. So going into other topics. How long is this, man? Let me check how long it is. Hello. "17 minutes. Are you watching this video instead of studying? Do you want straight A's, but you're struggling to study because you're losing concentration, you're procrastinating, and you're watching this video instead of studying? Okay. Are you trying everything you can to get the best grades you want? That was like proud or whatever. Like there are ways to do that. So I was probably just. I'm so unpassionate about this topic. I probably really got A stars anyway, but like it's more like a generic A student if I didn't study hard. But because I don't know, I lived in a particular area in the UK called Blackburn, it's really boring. I was just bored. I really was bored. So studying was my way of trying to get out of that city. So I think subjects including economics, including chemistry, including genetics, I think I want to try to pass off that ability to obviously someone that wants to get good grades. For practice, if you do loads of past paper practice, it's going to help. Okay? I think a lot of Asian parents preach, maybe I like become a dentist, a lawyer, or banker, or like. Anyway, I think I ranted on for a long time. I think I could do a completely different video, advice for my 17-year-old self. I feel like that would be more interesting. Advice for 18-year-old self. The best advice I would give to my 18-year-old self. 17 life lessons I wish someone would told me. 17 lives left. Okay, this might be more interesting. But 17 was it 18 life lessons. I'd fucking end up rambling about random stuff. I've already done this whole video. 14 life lessons I wish I knew earlier. I'll do this video. This sounds more interesting. 15 life lessons I wish I knew earlier. Give me a hook of points I can talk about. I'd rather do this video again. 15 life lessons I wish I knew earlier. That would be an interesting video. More interesting than this talking about how to pass exams. Okay. Here are 15 life lessons I wish I knew before I turned 29. If I had them, I could potentially be way further ahead. Let me tell them to you. Okay. Here are 15 life lessons I wish I knew by the age of 29. If I knew them, I think it would potentially have reduced the amount of errors. Anyway. I've had particular errors, failures, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I'm ranting. Let me try again. Let me look at this video. My eyes are getting sore too. Freaking out. Hello. Anyway, more interesting. Okay. Here are 15 life lessons I wish I knew by the age of 29. If I knew them, I think it would potentially have reduced the amount of errors. Anyway. Okay. Here are 15 life lessons I wish I knew at the age of 29. If I knew them, I'd be further ahead, and let me break them down to you. So, let's see. Don't know if I could say time is your most valuable asset. I mean, this is sort of true. It's not what my point would be. Well, time is valuable, but you shouldn't. I mean, I've seen so many videos on this topic. Time is valuable, but time is also going to pass no matter what. So I think thinking that your time is valuable, or like I think it's true for some people. Like if you're like in the Battle Rabbit Con, you're making like some amount of money per hour. Yeah, you can always make more money, but you can't buy back time. But I feel like time is also required for you to learn and fail and make mistakes. So the main learning is that it's okay to use time to invest into things that you're potentially curious or interested in. Let's say you want to be a content creator. Maybe you should invest some time experimenting whether this is going to take off, whether you can make videos that people actually want to watch. It's not wasted time, particularly if you like doing it. Say you wanted to learn swimming or whatever, like it's actually potentially valuable to learn that because I don't know, it might just be a useful skill. So I'm also doing that. So I think I don't know. I've definitely seen the videos where like, oh, you should place some an extra value on your time, and the value does say that, but I've not really found it extremely practical so far. So I think it true might be more valuable. You might want to buy other people's time, but I'm not an expert on that. I think it's okay to spend time on things that you potentially will enjoy, and potentially build you up in some way in terms of skill. Oh my god, my eyes are getting sore, man. Let me just put on the glasses. Compounding works in life, blah blah blah. Money solves problems, but it doesn't solve a purpose. I mean, a lot of these life points I've asked for it to summarize, I wouldn't necessarily say myself. So I'd say, yeah, comparison to future joy. You don't want to be comparing yourself with other people, although I think naturally as humans, you might look at what other people have compared to what you have. And I think the main point I'd say is realize that you are a unique human being. If you're in your early 20s, you are still trying to figure yourself out. You're not supposed to have things figured out. And it should take time to learn the life lessons of life, obviously, because the older you get, the more mature you become. So you will learn things about human beings over time. And yeah, like you should allow yourself to have time to figure things out. and you're not supposed to have things figured out. Um, so I'd say, yeah, I'd say recognize that you are a unique human being. And despite having gone to, I don't know, one of the top universities in the UK, it doesn't actually teach you anything particularly useful. So going to certain university does not replace, I don't know, wisdom or experience in life. Let's see. This one I think is quite interesting. Is it fail fast, learn faster. I didn't come up with this. I'm just reading it now. I do think in a lot of things, the first time you try something, you're not gonna be good at that thing. And it might take many repetitions to get good at that thing, like potentially more than 30 repetitions of that thing. And I think 30 repetitions of a particular activity, let's say public speaking, yeah, you're gonna get a better sense of what it's like to talk out loud in front of a lot of people. I don't think I actually have 30 repetitions of speaking out loud in front of a group of audience, so that's something potentially to work on. But I've definitely had more than 100 repetitions in terms of making content. So I think one of the points I saw in a Daniel Priest video was basically, yeah, if you're scared of something, try that thing 30 times. Obviously within reasonable, safe things. Like, I don't know, if you're scared to ask, I don't know, go out. Or like if you're scared to talk to a stranger, if you're like afraid of public speaking, if you're afraid of some things, like you're afraid of, like, I don't know, kissing someone or something like that. And the more you do it, the more you're gonna be desensitized to it. So the way to actually get more comfortable with that thing is to do more of it, so your nervous system realizes, oh, okay, this is okay, then there's nothing scary about this, I'm still alive, that went better than expected or worse than expected or whatever. Like, usually most of the time, if you're like talking to a stranger, a lot of the time it's just someone you just don't know. Like, it's not, especially as an adult, like it's not someone that is out to get you. Like, it's just another human being you just don't know. And by talking to them, you introduce yourself and you have a conversation, and all the time it might end up being better than you expected. Damn, I think I need to charge this. Charge this shit, man. Charge this shit. Charge. Need a charger. So Kimbo, trying to make a video. No, I'm not talking to them. I'm trying to record one of these stupid videos that never gets views, man. No, I'm not talking to anyone. If I was talking to someone, you probably see a headphone, or like you probably hear their voice. No, I'm not talking to anyone currently. Just talking to the fucking camera and trying to make a long form video. Yeah, maybe I'll turn it into a podcast. I'm trying to make 15 life lessons that I wish I knew, was those kind of videos. But damn it, man, why does it look like it needs to be zoomed out even more? 15 life lessons. Oh, no one watches mine because I think I've already made that video. I'll post. Let me stop it for now, because there's a high likelihood that no one watches this. Yeah, I think I've already made this video. Life lessons as I approach 30. I made this.
Take the shots.
Okay, I've already made videos like this. 21 life lessons for my younger self. But this is but I didn't use ChatGPT last time, so I don't know if it's better this time. I have made various videos like this, and no one watches it, so maybe it's not the best topic for me.
You're not supposed to have things figured out. And it should take time to learn the life lessons of life, obviously. So
You know, what would you wanna? Okay, what would you wanna watch from a long form video? But if asking one person is not representative of the market, the problem is, what is it like? I can't remember who the last guy. I can hear someone speak. What was it like? Henry Ford said, "The customers doesn't know what they want." Or faster horse or whatever. Was like, if I asked people what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse. I think Henry Ford designed a car. So if you ask customers what they want, they might not be able to imagine it. So it comes from vision, not just customer feedback. There's some debate whether he actually said it. Yeah. I think sometimes customers might not know what they want. Hang on. A faster horse. A faster horse. 7 hours. Takes 7 hours to charge this. Damn it, man. Damn it.
Anyway, or whatever, like flash catalogs. So I think you could try different things.
I think I'm really not passionate about talking about exams. So good luck to taking exams. Don't worry too much if you can't get good grades. Like, try to get the best grades possible, because I do think it's useful, but it's not the end of life. You can still get work experience from cold calling people, cold calling banks. If you want to be an investment banker, you can cold email, cold DM, network. You know, I've not succeeded in doing that, but if you send 1,000 fucking cold emails to these banks, there'll be someone that could potentially interview you. So I think if you're really interested in these careers, but I also say don't get too hung up on the prestige of like working for, I don't know, like these banks. I think but I don't know, because yeah, 100K a year in these banks is useful, but it's probably not a dream. So I think yeah, just try to get the best grades possible. Ask people who work in the industry, get a feel of the industry by asking them, and then you probably get a sense of where you want to work there. These videos. It ended up being a 17-minute video. The problem is with YouTube videos, people don't watch it though. People don't watch it all the way through. Me. If you can't get good grades, like, try to get the best grades possible, because I do think it's useful, but it's not the end of life. You still get work experience from cold calling people, cold calling banks. If you want to be an investment banker, cold email, cold DM, network. You know, I've not succeeded in doing that, but if you send 1,000 fucking cold emails to these banks, there'll be someone that could potentially interview you. So I think if you're really interested in these careers, but I also say don't get too hung up on the prestige of like working for, I don't know, like these banks. I think but I don't know, because yeah, 100K a year in these banks is useful, but it's probably not a dream. So I think let's charge this. Maybe this video just sucked because it's very average. The retention is really low, 12%, 7%. What the hell is sex tutoring, man? What is he talking? What the hell is he asking? Oh, Georgia. The hell? I sent my classmate one of those videos trying to get clients on. He asked me like sex tutoring. What the fuck does that mean? Hello. No, I'm trying to sell sex. You know. Good night. Good night. So, good luck to taking exams. Don't worry too much if you can't get good grades. Good night. Good night. Hello. 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 What's anyway. Ugh. Have you found particular errors, failures, blah. My eyes are getting sore, man. This thing. 2 GB. Hello. Let's see. Someone who understands the other side of this. I think there's still value in getting into a brand university like Cambridge, Oxford, or LC, but it's not going to solve all your problems. But if you want to go to these specific universities, or you just want to get my day is fine. How's yours? Has to be themselves and authentic. Believe yourself. I think social media kind of helps you. Let's see, 1 GB. From Letitia. First time filming film. I did not see my. Then they're making content that people want to watch. Yeah. By the age of 29. If I knew them, I think it was potentially have reduced the amount of errors. Anyway. Ugh. I found particular errors, failures, blah. Let's see. Your day was calm. Your day was calm. Let me look at this shit. Anyway, to get the best grades you want. Let's sync these two shit, man. I'm listening the video, yeah. I'm listening the video. These and San Francisco's AI.
What the hell is this shit, man?
Manchester. Manchester dying to ditch the dating apps.
Ah.
做数一倍来的数3个月要报给政府
啊。
今天好像流量有点大声啊，有没有声啊？你那个奥克罗那个好像上很多啊。
对。You can find this video online.
Very 974. Potentially to a brand school. Video. Is down. Video themselves. In this video themselves stream. Okay. Okay. 17 lives left. Okay, this might be more interesting video. Hello. Something good happened? Not anything particularly that I can think of. Put me phone down and couldn't find it. Find what? Find what? You couldn't find your phone. What do you mean? Oh, we couldn't find it. Ah, I see. Surely you could have called my voice, right? Because you were in the live. I'd be like, Kimball. I mean, I forget where I find it, but I have multiple phones. Really nice. No, I sent some touring video to my high school classmate. He texted
Do you do sex tutoring? What the fuck, man? You people text weird stuff. I'm not trying to sell. I don't think it's very profitable for men to sell sex, man. It's such a. I see. I thought that was a weird comment, but I think I get what he's trying to get because I post random shirtless videos. He's probably trying to. He's probably trying to joke around with me, but like I can't really get it via the text. I don't want to be going for like fucking under 18s anyway. Oh, no, it's a weird comment. I think he's trying to joke around, but I'm not really getting it via the text. And, Thinking. He's married now, right? I think he has a Chinese wife. It's actually kind of yeah. A lot of these guys are actually married now that I went to high school with. I didn't even know what the fuck he was trying to ask me, man. I'm like, gosh. Dun, dun, dun. You never know how it is. Uh, uh, I mean, I do a lot of those shirtless videos because I always felt there wasn't enough Asian guys in Western media, and obviously Hollywood doesn't fucking represent them. But this is because I wanted fucking views. But anyway, I mean, I definitely thought about. I definitely consider that. I don't think it's profitable for men though to be like fucking selling like that. It's just not worth it. Um, it's more profitable for women because the demand and the supply. Oh, I hear a lot of people in Singapore right now for the fucking AI conference, crypto conference. Hmm. Ba, 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 ba. Website is currently unavailable due to maintenance. Maintenance man. Yeah, this shit.
But you're struggling to sleep.
Oh, this works. Da, 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 da.
Do you want straight A's, but you're struggling to sleep?
Control B. Let's see now. Ungroup. Ungroup. Group delete.
Do you want straight A's, but you're struggling to study because you're losing concentration, you're procrastinating, and you're watching this video instead of studying? You're procrastinating.
I have to get rid of the you're watching this video because people are gonna click off on that point.
And you're watching this video instead of studying. Okay. Are you trying everything you can to get the best grades you want? Are you trying everything you can to get the best grades possible, but you're still struggling because, I don't know, you just think your teachers suck, or you're just not getting the concept right, you don't really understand it, you don't know what the best way is, I don't know, I'm gonna need my glasses. You don't know what study? Let me turn this down. I feel my eyes are kind of sore. My eyes are sore as shit, man. Turn this down. What points controls can I cover here? Okay. So do you have...
Let's see. Let's listen to this shit, man.
Do you have Asian parents? You might not have Asian parents, but Asian parents. So, do you have Asian parents? You might not have Asian parents, but Asian parents
are partly why I got really good grades. So at the time I was 17, I was looking at the top universities in the UK. I was like, oh, I want to go to this one because, you know, it's university. And my dad was like, oh, well, if you go to these universities, you instantly become
直播哈，有干嘛？
true. But you can still try to get good grades because I think as someone who understands the other side of this, I think there's still value in getting into a brand university like Cambridge, Oxford, Chelsea. It's not going to solve all your problems, but if you want to go to these specific universities or you just want to get good grades in general, do you want straight A's, but you're struggling to study because you're losing concentration, you're procrastinating, and you're watching this video instead of studying? Procrastinating, and you're watching this video instead of studying. Okay. Are you
Let's see now.
watching this video? Are you trying? And you're watching this video. Are you trying everything you can to get the best grades you want? Are you trying everything?
No A's
to
could
get the
stand
best
any
grades
teacher.
possible, but you're still struggling because I don't know. You just fascinating. And you're watching this video. Are you?
I don't know if I need to remove this part. Remove this part in case people click off this shit, man.
Fascinating. Are you? Fascinating. Are you?
Maybe I'll keep that in. I don't know if people will click off after that. I don't know. I don't know if people will click off after that. If I go, you're watching this video instead of studying, I wonder how many people will click off after that.
You're procrastinating, and you're watching this video instead of studying. Video instead of studying. Do you want straight? Do you want straight A's, but you? Do you want straight A's, but you're struggling to study because you're losing concentration, you're procrastinating, and you're watching this video instead of studying? Are you? Video instead of studying. Are you? Studying. Are you trying everything you can to get the best grades you want? Are you trying everything you can to get the best grades possible, but you're still struggling because you can't get?
Huh?
Are you trying everything you can? Are you trying?
Are you trying hard? Are you trying? I am. I find myself funny. I don't know why. I think I just find it funny. Yeah.
And you're watching this video instead of studying. Are you trying everything you can to get the best grades possible?
I just find it so funny, man. Yeah.
Instead of studying. Are you trying everything? Instead of studying. Are you trying everything you can to get the best grades? Instead of studying. Are you trying everything you can to get the best grades possible, but you're still struggling because I don't know, you just think your teachers suck, or you're just not getting the concept right, you don't really understand it. You don't know what the
'Cause
best way
Asian
is.
parents tend to over prioritize
You don't
this.
know what the best way is to or the best way is to so do you have Asian parents?
It's my Asian parents. Or maybe study.
So do you have Asian parents?
Taz next to me.
You might not have Asian parents.
But I don't think he understands I'm
parents-
referring to him.
I'll partly why I got extremely good grades. So at the time I was 17, I was looking at the top universities in the UK. I was like, oh, I want to go to this one because
it's annoying.
it's top university.
It's annoying. I'd rather pay someone to do it because I'm not the top. I'm definitely not the top 10% of editors in the world. I'm probably like the top 60%, 50%. It's hard to be a good editor when you don't love doing it.
Dad was like, well, if you go to these universities, you'll instantly become successful in life, right? Which is not true. But you can still try to get good grades because I think someone who understands the other side of this. Someone who understands the other side of this. I think there's still value in getting.
No, they don't. He's just looking at his phone. He doesn't understand I'm talking about him.
Brand university, like I don't care.
He's not paying attention.
Nerd on Twitter. Well, see, but it's not going to solve all your problems. But if you want to go to these specific universities,
It's like you fill this out.
lift grades in general, you know, to make your parents proud or whatever. Like, there are ways to do that. Because I was probably just an A student. Grades in general.
Hang on, let me extend this shit, man.
Your parents proud or whatever. Like, there are ways to do that. Because I was probably just an A student in math. To do that. There are ways to do that. Because I was probably.
It's spitting out when I can't see.
There are ways to do that. To do that.
Crop this shit out, man.
To do that. Because I was probably. To do that. Because I was probably.
It's like I'm getting tongue twisted when I'm eating, when I'm saying something.
Do that. Because I was probably. To do that. Because I was probably. To do that. Because I was probably just an A student.
Oh my god.
To do that. Because I was probably.
It's gonna sound
To do
weird.
that. Because I was probably just an A student in maths. Oh, I probably got really good A stars anyway. To do that. To do that. Because I was probably. To do that. Because I was probably just an A student in maths. Oh, I probably got really good A stars anyway. But like it's more like a generic A student if I didn't study hard. But because I don't know, I lived in North Clare in UK, got back, but it was really boring. I was bored. I really was bored. So studying was my way of trying to get out of that city. So I think for some careers like maybe a lawyer or doctor, or you want to get into investment banking or consulting, you're just interested in that. Like they do require you to get potentially to a brand school, but you don't. It's not the end of the world if you never get into it. It's just that you need to get good grades and not always get them. So I think the school system, so I think the school system tends to train you into like becoming like it's called like it's gonna end up sounding like an entrepreneur video. They're working, but that's basically what it does, like an entrepreneur video. If I start talking about how the school system trains you to be a factory worker, but that's basically what it does. How the school system trains you to be a factory worker, but that's basically what it does. But I would say, there's still value in getting good grades if you can do it. Like, I would say, there's still value in getting good grades if you can do it. Like, and a lot of it is based on memorizing. Don't know if there's an easy way to pass off that ability. So there's a lot of graphs, like especially in stuff like maths or economics, that requires you to memorize these graphs and draw out in exam. And I tutored someone recently last year. It's pretty much the same questions that I got 10 years ago. So I studied my A-levels probably in 2012, 2014. Talking about 13 years ago. And I got over 90% in a lot of subjects, including economics, including chemistry, including maths, photographs. Some modules I got, pretty much.
你听不懂。
But it was 100 because
我讲我的 Asian parent 你都听不懂。
It's not like I actually got 4 marks.
No, my dad doesn't understand what I'm saying. It's like him speaking English, but it filters out through his ear.
But I would have still got 100 off it.
He doesn't know what I'm saying.
But anyway, in terms of like providing value, because some people are like, oh, you're just bragging about your score, test scores. Okay, that's my ability.
He listens to when he's news though, yeah.
But if I didn't study, I probably would have just got B's and A's. Now I'm older, I actually understand why there are students that don't want to study, because studying is not really that interesting in a way. Recording. Studying's not
so happy.
Fun or interesting. Like,
oh, you saw that night that we're filming.
And I'm not really that like.
That's because my mom laughs at my dad's. My dad doesn't make jokes like a British dude, but he does things that makes her laugh.
Just going to memorize all the names.
I don't know if they're deeply happy, but
I don't feel like as a personal trainer you need to know every muscle name to be a personal trainer. Like, but that's what I mean. I feel
I don't know if they're deeply happy. She does laugh a lot. Just watching him though.
School trains you for the industrial age to become a factory worker. So that's why a lot of these jobs, even if you're like a consultant or banker, which you could potentially make a lot of money in, over 100K a year. I've met people who have done that, gone through the career track, became a partner, and they're like millionaires from working the corporate life. I guess they just bought loads of properties. But anyway, this is like I'm going off topic, but I think how actually great state is, I don't know, it's partially genetics. I think I want to try to pass off that ability to obviously someone that wants to get good grades. But I think it's just like practice. It's possible that you might just not be really good at maths. And no matter how many times you practice maths, you just don't like it. And no matter how many times you practice maths, you just don't like it. Maybe you just don't enjoy it. Then do a different subject. You don't have to. I don't think you have to do maths, because in terms of actual practicality in real life, maths is not extremely useful. It does get into certain subjects like economics. There's a lot of maths. Or if you do engineering, if you're doing computer science, maths is really useful. But if you just want to be a lawyer, you probably don't need maths. But if you're good at maths, then do maths, right? So I like maths. I was good at it. If you don't like doing maths, obviously you don't have to take a maths A level. So I liked it enough that I did above maths too. But yeah, like I And I would have told myself, yeah, just I think I asked someone on the open day, like it's verb maps worth searching. I did a Google research and realized, oh, getting at if you have verb maps, it's more easier to get into like I think places like Cambridge and LSE. LSE definitely has a lot of to like I think places like Cambridge and LSE. LSE definitely has good at it. So yeah, like you were so buzzed about working for JP Morgan. Like I've never worked for JP Morgan. It doesn't really excite me. So I think some people might be a better fit for those kind of careers. So yeah, like you. Better fit for those kind of careers. You don't need to do all-nighters. I never did all-nighters. I don't know how much of it is genetic though, because I think as much as I want to pass off my ability to take exams to someone.
The only way to pass off the ability is genetics, man. It's pretty not useful.
Exams to someone. I don't think pass off my ability to take exams to someone. I think it's just practice, right? Like maybe just like no matter how much you play basketball, there's like a maybe a cap to how good you're good at it. But if you're trying hard in terms of taking exams, memorizing, trying your best.
I think when I listen to myself talk about exams, my body just looks so unpassionate. I just look so tired explaining it. I think it's not an energizing topic.
Hard in terms of taking exams.
It's effort.
Like
I look so bored. Wow. My body just looks kind of dead talking about it, man. Maybe it's just not something I'm passionate to talk about. Hello, what's up, Anna?
it's better than I guess not trying, but then yeah, I guess it opens doors because like 90% of the labor force is employed in some sort of job. So if you can get better grades, it could lead to potentially better jobs. I think a lot of Asian parents preach, maybe like become a dentist, a lawyer, or banker, or like doctor is used a lot, and they tend to require good grades. But I'm not sure if an NHS doctor is really like the most, interesting. Or
I'm just trying to edit a video on how to get good grades.
Prevailing career, maybe if you're generally interested in that, you should do that. So I would, if I had to give my
editing this shit, man.
If I had to give my advice to the 17 years, I say get the best grades possible.
GCSEs, I just did basic GCSEs, like pretty much what everyone else does. English, math, science.
But still get the best grades possible, but don't think that just going into a certain school, like a lot of it would be more life advice I would give to myself than trying to get the best grades possible. But I think if you can get good grades,
no, my GCSEs are quite basic.
I mean, if you can do it, then do it. But for those that I guess I don't know, just struggling because they have bad teachers, you could try. I would probably suggest using ChatGPT. ChatGPT can give you specific questions. You can ask it anything. It's not 100% correct, but obviously you have AI tools. I also offer tutoring services, so if you need tutoring services, so if you need tutoring, or if you want to be a tutor, DM me, because maybe I can. If you want to be a tutor, DM me, because I probably try to market more get clients.
Podcast doesn't take this long.
Anyway,
I have how many episodes? 4 net episodes. Podcast. I mean, all videos take long time. The problem with content creation is that you have to literally be in the top 10% to get views.
there's like a game to example, right? I think the reason why I got good grades is because I tried to get good grades, and I was like, to get good grades. I think if I didn't have Asian parents to emphasize on how to get grades, let's say I was adopted, I probably would have just got B and A's. To get good grades, and obviously the Asian parents that emphasize on how important it was to get good grades. I think if I didn't have Asian parents to emphasize on how to get grades,
Was scratching?
I probably would have just got B and A's. I was that kid that probably would have just got B's and A's, but because I tried to study.
It's not me, it's my dad next to me.
So there was
What's
that.
granting?
One other suggestion is just look at around in class. Who's getting the A stars? Like, do you have anyone in your class that's consistently getting above 90%?
Eating. Okay. Oh, food. Just some rice.
Ask them how they're doing. Ask them how they think. What are they doing? Like, so I have some example. I tried to hang out with kids that come above 90%, and it did help me because firstly, it just showed it was possible. Secondly, I was trying hard. I was not getting 90%. I think like 83. Okay, so look at this go. 97. Yeah, towards the end of the year. I was getting like 99. It's basically doable. I think probably seeing someone that can do it and asking them for tips on how they're doing it is one thing. Flip it over. Here rank not. Do you think it's natural enough to do? I think he can get better at it. But
It's my dad. 你这个很吵。
few practice, like writing couple letters and stuff like that. The marking scheme is quite important, so you have to deeply understand the marking scheme. When I say deeply, I mean, so when I was studying, I probably did 12 or 13 or 14, 15, 16, potentially 20 past papers. And once you've done 20 past papers, you get a sense of how the exam, you time yourself based on exam conditions. Yeah. Study pretty hard. But in terms of like actual financial benefits, like it's not like a level up within a game. So you're playing RuneScape and you're leveling up to level 99, and yeah, you're not leveling up by getting good grades, but it does open particular doors and going to certain universities, and within that university you get experiences, right? Enjoyed going to London economics, but
Okay.
it wasn't really the best place if you want to do a company.
You're still in
startup.
Still in college?
Startup if you want to be a career, it's probably not the best place. It's still worth going. You can get fun jobs. I have not tried enough jobs to have fun, but like I think being a student was just so easy because you just wake up when you want. You can choose to attend class, you can choose to attend lectures, but jobs are not like that. Jobs are more like, oh, you have to be here by 9 a.m. Or your manager has a talk with you. You have to attend these meetings. You have to attend to actually do this presentation or whatever. Really like school. It's not really. I didn't like it. Some people might like it. But anyway, yeah. Going into other topics. How long is this? Got it. Experience from cold calling people, cold calling banks if you want to make an investment.
For what's your job? What's your job? M&A. Your job? Your job is MMA? No, 74. So, good luck. It's taking some. So, so good luck. Yeah. So good luck taking exams. Don't worry too much if you can't get good grades. Like try to get the best grades possible because I do think it's useful, but it's not the end of life. You still get work experience from cold calling people, cold calling banks. If you want to let's make a cold email, network. I've not succeeded in doing that. No, but if you send 1,000 fucking cold emails to these banks, there'll be someone that could quickly Not now.
You're really interested in these.
你那个为什么都是很吵？那个会有eBay，你eBay为什么也在那个东西上面？
These banks, I think, but yeah, I don't know because 100K a year in these banks is useful, but it's probably not the dream. So I think, it's useful, but it's probably not the dream. So I think, probably not the dream. So I think, for ask people. Trying to get the best grades possible. Ask people who work in the industry. So I think, just try to get the best grades possible.
Hello, Ash.
Ask people who work in the industry, get a feel of the industry by asking them, and then you probably get a sense of where you want to work at.
I'm alright. How are you? Pretty normal, average. Cold. I don't really like how cold the UK is.
Do you want straight A's, but you're struggling to study because
trying to edit a video. No, I'm always on, but I'm not getting paid for my hours. So, but I'm also, it's also different from when someone else is making you work, because I'm doing it on my own schedule. Right? I'm choosing to do it. I'm choosing to. It's even this, or I constantly apply for jobs and go back to a job. So. I mean, I almost don't really want to do what I used to do, so not ideal at all. Yeah, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like how little control I had. I don't. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. I don't like having to wake up on time, and then if you don't wake up on time, your manager's like, "Why are you late? Why are you late? If you're gonna be late on time, we're gonna strike you out." I always hate these stupid conversations, man. I'm just not that interested in the work. I think the difference between I don't know if you've been, it's not better to be self-employed. I think self-employed it's harder. That's why like 90% of people are employed and only 10% of people are self-employed. It's not necessarily better. It's just an alternative. But the difference is that no one's making you do it. You're just doing it because you want to do it.
do you want straight A's, but you're struggling to study because you're looking. Do you want straight A's?
Thank you. So you're actually anticipating something that I wanted to ask about.
You want straight A's.
How public diplomacy, or does public diplomacy actually matter? Of course, there will Boston, in our way, be engaged in it.
Do you want straight A's? A's.
Can't see straight A's.
A's. But you're struggling to study because you're losing concentration.
We figure there are about 300 million Chinese listening behind their firewall. You know, they can't get no free internet. They live in a closed environment. But Voice of America got in, and Radio Free Asia got
Do you want straight?
both have been dismantled by the this doesn't make any sense. It leaves us defenseless. It leaves the entire platform.
Oh my God.
weeks ago.
One straight A.
An hour of time every week to Voice of
Damn it,
America,
man.
and an hour of time to CCTV, the Chinese state broadcaster, when we destroyed
One straight
Voice
A's.
of America this past spring and summer. So that second hour was given to the Chinese broadcaster. So in terms of our outreach to the rest of the world to explain
Oh my god.
94 other
So
nations
bright,
who we
man.
are, what we believe in, to give our side of the story, we've just emasculated ourselves. We have no more state capability in the U.S. government, which we've had now for
Do you want straight A's?
because President Trump and Elon Musk decided that it wasn't worthy. I'll give you another example. The Belt Code Initiative, I think you've all heard of that. The Chinese have put out about $1 trillion to the rest of the world in loans.
Who wants straight A's?
In the global south since 2012. We had an organization called the U.S. Agency for International
Do you want straight A's?
but it was doing a lot of good work. President George W. Bush, with PEPFAR, we were supplying vaccines and HIV treatment and saving
Huh.
not just millions of lives.
I don't know, man. I
Through
mean, there's always random people in this chat that come here. She's been in this chat multiple times.
They actually took a blowtorch to the moniker.
Do you want straight A?
above the building.
Maybe she's from Argentina or something.
8,000 people were fired.
To be honest, I thought it sounded kind of annoying too, but because she's been in the chat multiple times, I think they just speak a different language.
Who's underperforming every government agency needs a lot of reform, constant reform.
Because you're not Asian, you don't experience. I bet if you were Asian girl, you'd probably get it all the time.
Do you want straight A's? But you're struggling to study because you're losing concentration, you're procrastinating, and you're watching this video instead of studying. But you're trying everything you can to get the best grades possible, but you're still struggling because I don't know, you just think your teachers suck, or you just not.
I don't know why this video is so much better with a subtitle on it. I mean, the good thing about being a content creator online, a lot of these people you would just never meet in real life anyway. Like, it's actually annoying. Some people are kind of annoying on the thing. Good, how are you? Like, a lot of these people you won't ever see ever in real life. Yeah, I'm trying to edit a new video. Like, I've been on live since Jan 2024 consistently, and there's been people I've been live streaming for over a year. There's people I've done multiple calls with on here, and I just never met. What's up, Kryptonite? Because it's quite easy to do a online match with someone, but to physically meet would take traveling. Yeah, I saw an Asian girl get 1-2 million views for how to get straight A's. So I thought I might just do the same thing. But every time I do a video like that, it doesn't get views.
So we believe as a network that every person is a citizen diplomat. As the government steps back from diplomatic engagement, what can we all do?
Kryptonite is also a streamer.
So, a lot of this conversation is about what
And
devices and how
army of male fans. LOL. I think I was watching the Alex Amosi video. It's basically, you gotta sell something. You gotta sell something. It's basically what he constantly says. Oh my god, this Simon Script dude keeps on spamming my video. Spamming my email address, man. I'm gonna unsubscribe.
So we need to get tourism students.
He's spamming my email address with his emails.
Chinese students in America. We had 15,000 American students 10 years ago in China. We went down to 350 by 2022. So I made it a major priority to work.
So, but there are people like
China is the great
us that
society.
exist.
So whether you're in business,
You should find a niche. You don't know anything about it. I've done this for 5 years. I haven't found anything that people actually want to watch. I'm just surprised because you'd think after 5 years you'd figure out a niche, but I still don't know what people want to watch. It's also hard because you have to literally be the top 10% in the field to win. Social media is a winner take all market. You can't be average on social media to get views. It just means that you have to be the top content creator, the top 10% of content creators in that niche to be seen to get views. Like so the people who like Alex Mosey, he pays for editors, he pays people to film him, he pays people to edit his videos. He's editing his editing his videos actually very good. He's paying someone, I don't know, 30 grand a year. And people who are paying for editors to make all these creative attention edits, they're gonna get shown more. Belly dancing. It's all the guys watching it. But you also gotta think about, and that Sean Solo guy keeps on going viral, right? But I tried searching for his website. I don't know what he's selling. Like even though he might be going viral, I think there's probably a better way to make money. If you're trying to make money, there's probably a better way than just trying to go viral. I'm not really an Alex Amosi fan, but I watched a lot of his videos. His editing on his videos is insane. Look, just watch it. 2 camera angles, which I have 2 different camera angles. So much editing in his videos. Is he's paying someone to do it. Obviously, he's not sitting down and editing himself. I think he also has someone. He also paid for someone to help him with his YouTube strategy. He paid like someone apparently pretty good, because I think he has the money to do that. He started by himself. We eventually started paying for people. I think he said he already made 42 million from his last company, so he has enough money to spend on hiring the top, I don't know, YouTube strategist. Because his YouTube strategist was also someone that worked with Gary Vee. So he's the same guy. And then he's obviously paying for editors. My videos would look better with editing. It's just that, yeah. I think the reason why my videos don't go viral is because it's not in the top 10% of videos. I mean, that's the actual. It's probably in the top, I don't know, it could be the top 50, 60%. I've applied for those, but they don't always interview me. It seems alright. Seaweed too. Maybe it looks visually better than it actually is. Hmm. I remember seaweed has a lot of something in it. Probably some vitamin. Iron. I can't remember. Iodine. Iodine is what I'm thinking of. So it's a rich source of iodine and iron too. She lives near Manchester, but I've never met her. I have asked her before. Hmm.
But you're still struggling because I
Hmm.
don't know, you just think your teacher suck, or you're just not getting it.
天分享开启小铃铛哦。当年呢，黄树根为了海豚好，平台就用了非正式管道来那个前进。
Maybe you can ask ChatGPT what to do if you have iron or vitamin B deficiency.
为什么我这么做什么？那有一个姓杨的啊，最近退役的海军上校，这个听说啊是黄曙光的最亲。
Yeah, but you're rarely there when I'm there. You need to be there when I'm there, not on random Monday. Oh my god. I don't think she'll want to come on the live. When I'm with Claire, we just don't really. I just turn off the live altogether, to be honest.
That's right, you don't really understand it. You don't know the best way it is.
Unless she wants to be on the live.
You want straight A's, but you're struggling to study because you're losing concentration.
If she wants to be on the
resting,
live, that's
and you're watching
different. I
this
think some
video
girls are okay with being on live, but I think a lot of people don't.
instead of studying. Are you trying everything you can to get the best grades possible, but you're still struggling?
天分享开启小铃铛哦。20的光就像一个堰塞湖的这个逆流冲洗啊。
You can trying everything you can to get the best grades possible, but you're still struggling because I don't know, you just got your teacher suck, or you're just not getting the concept right, you don't really understand it, you don't know what the best way it is. You don't know what the best way is. You might not have Asian parents, but Asian parents are partially why I got extremely good grades. So at the time I was 17, I was looking at the top universities in the UK. I was like, oh, I want to go to this one because it was a top university. And then my dad was like, oh, well, if you go to these universities, you'll instantly become successful in life, right? Which is not true. But you can still try to get good grades because I think someone who understands the other side.
What do you mean, if I'm alive? What are you talking about?
See. Yeah, I mean, content creators. Weird with content creators. There will be people. It's an actual thing. You know what happened with Charlie Kirk, right? It's pretty uncommon. You have to be famous enough, and you have to be famous with the wrong person for that to happen. So, because once you hit a certain level of fame, you probably get famous with some random person that is like a crazy person, and yes, they will be out to get you. I'm not that famous, so I don't. Well, I don't think anyone cares about me that much anyway. So, I'm sure if you reach Logan Paul level, you'll probably be like that. You probably will get threats. Logan Paul is at fucking internet fame level. Tell me you're internet famous without telling me you're internet famous. I'm trying to find some B-roll of myself reading books. I don't have much B-roll, to be honest. When an Asian girl on my dad's side paying attention to it, man. Of course, if an attractive Asian girl comes on, we all start paying attention. Yeah. Stalkers. Yeah, you're gonna get weird stalkers. Dun, 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 dun. He's on the phone, yeah. I went gym earlier. Let's see. I already made this video of how to do exams and it did not do well. It did not do well. How to exams from the top student. Let me change the title, maybe. What is a better YouTube title? How to study effectively for exams. Proven tips from the top students. Let's see. How to study effectively for exams. Give me a good YouTube disc for this. Who are you, Ben 10? Do we know each other? Do we know each other? Let's see.
Need a better YouTube thumbnail, probably.
台湾缺乏的
Uh,
没有
do you know Ash? I know.
处在长江三角洲。巧合的是，随着北伐
Relationship stuff.
工人运动风起云涌，我党的组织已经深入到工人阶级中。工人运动的蓬勃发展，
Dun, dun, dun. You have a question about Chinese woman. Okay.
上海总工会会员人数
Give the question.
这支力量不仅在经济领域发挥作用，更在政治
Ash.
上展现。
She says she's concerned that you know her.
杜月笙为代表的江浙财阀们
You don't know her, right?
手握枪杆。
I mean, what are the chances that you know the same person?
毫无疑问是蒋介石，一方求财，一方求稳。
You don't know who Ash is. Fine. Why are Chinese women compared to other Chinese women? I don't know. I don't know what this question is. You should ask an Asian woman. I am not an Asian woman. Yeah, but doesn't mean that I know what you're talking about. No, not from Hong Kong, but well, in England. No.